Hello everyone, I am so excited to go over terms with you all, and I am going to be using this book called Technique Manual Dictionary of Classical Ballet by Gail Grant. And I have had this book for a very long time, but this is a book that I think you can get on Amazon. You can order through your local bookstore, but I'm going to do terms from here. I started learning terms way back when I first started dancing when I was 8 years old, and I was blessed enough to have teachers that told me that you need to know your terms before you even do the steps. You should know the terms. So the terms we're going to start with is a video that was sent to me by one of my dear students. They were at a convention and they did some steps that I hadn't really gone over a lot of the terms with them before, but I'm going to go over it today. So the first term we're going to go over from this book is plie. Okay, so I wrote out the word plie, and plie means to bent or bending. It is found on page 88 of this manual, this book. And it is P-L-I-E with an accent over the E. And I'll go over what they look like in movement later, but I want you to get the words. So the first word is plie, which means bent or bending or to bend. You can do plie from all 6 positions of the feet. You can do plie from first position, second position, third, fourth, 5th, and 6th position. So that's the first word that I heard in the video is plie. Over the steps. So one more time. Plie is this way. Demi-plie. Demi-plie. Grand plie will go all the way down and then we come back up. That's demi-plie or small bend. Plie. It can be done in first position, second, third, fourth, 5th, or 6th position, plie, right? But I'm just going to show from first, plie. The second word I heard was soupresso. Soupresso. It is found on page 112 of this manual, and I really recommend you get it. Soupresso is spelled S-O-U-B-R-E-S-A-U-T. Again, it's found on page 112, and the term definition is sudden, spring, or bound. And I'm going to read it. It says sudden, spring, or bound, a term of the French and Russian schools, a springing jump from both feet, usually performed traveling forward in either a quasi or efface direction and landing on both feet. So I'm going to go over once again how those steps look in when dancing. So soupresso, sudden, spring, or bound, page 112. The next word I saw and heard that I haven't really gone over, but I'm going to go over today, is changement des pieds. Changement, we usually just say changement. And changement is found on page 29, and it means change of feet. Change of feet. Changement. Change of feet. This term is usually abbreviated. Next term we went over was soupresso. Soupresso usually travels. It's like a sauté, but it travels. I'm going to start quasi, cross, and I go soupresso, soupresso. Yes. So my right leg is in front. I'm traveling on a quasi line. Soupresso, soupresso. It can also be done efface. Efface, efface. And I'll go over that term on another time. Soupresso, soupresso. Yeah. The word that I haven't really gone over, but I'm going to go over today, is changement des pieds. Changement, we usually just say changement. And changement is found on page 29, and it means change of feet. Change of feet. changement, change of feet. This term is usually abbreviated to changement. Changements are springing steps in the 5th position, the dancer changing feet in the air and alighting in the 5th position with the opposite foot in the front. They are done petite and grande. So they're done small or they're done big, but it's changement, changement. We usually don't say the whole changement des pieds. It's just changement, change of feet on page 29. That's super so. Okay, changement. Changement. So I'm going to have my right leg in front. Changement, we're just going to change from one position to another. So if my right leg is in front, I'm going to jump in the air, and then my foot that was in back, which would be my left foot, is going to end up in front. So I'm just going to show it through the coupe, changement, without the jump. So I'm changing right foot, and left foot is going to end up in front. Changement, to change. So changement. One more time. I love my scarf. So one more time. I'm going to do right leg, changing to the back. Changement. Yes, and if my back was facing you, my right leg is in front, I'm going to change, and my left leg is going to end up in front. Changement. To change. Changement can become more complex as we go, but I'm just showing you just a fundamental step. So we did changement. Okay, and then the next step I heard was pas de chat. Grande, but usually we just say pas de chat, and it means large cat's step. It's found on page 79, and the full definition is large cat's step. The step owes its name to the likeness of the movement to a cat's leap. So pas de chat, and again, I'm going to show these steps in the studio at some point later this week. Large cat step, page 79. Okay, get this book. I'm going to be going from this book. Okay, I'm going to do one more term, and pas de chat. So I'm going to start with my right leg and back, and I'm not going to do the jump. It's going to go pas de chat. Pas de chat. Just practice that for homework. Pas de chat. Pas de chat. Without the jump. You can literally just practice that at home. Pas de chat. No changer, no change, just pas de chat. Now with the jump, I'll face this way without the jump. Practicing this for homework. Pas de chat, and then with the jump, it's going to go pas de chat. No changer of the feet. Pas de chat. Sometimes choreographically you can change the feet, but for this, we're not going to change the feet. We're just going to keep it pas de chat. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Yeah, so pas de chat. One more time. Pas de chat. Pas de chat. Yeah. So as you're practicing at home, this is what I used to do as in my youth. Pas de chat. And we went over terms. So you can rewind back and go over terms. Échappé, excuse my handwriting, but it's E-C-H-A-P-P-E. The accent is over the first E and the last E. It means escaping or slipping movement. Escaping or slipping movement. And it's found on page 43. Échappé. And échappé is a level opening of both feet from a closed to an open position. There are two kinds of échappés. Échappé sauté. What is it? Yeah, échappé sauté, which is done with a spring from the 5th position and finishes in a demi-plie in the open position. and échappé sur les points or demi points, which is done with a releve and has straight knees when in the open position. In each case, échappés are done to the second or fourth position, both feet traveling an equal distance from the original center of gravity. So we'll go over those things, but 5 terms this week. We started with plié, then soubresaut, changement, pas de chat, échappé. Échappé. Échappé means it's an escaping step. So my right leg's in front, I'm going to go open and then close. Échappé, no changer, looks like my right leg is in front. I'm going to open out to échappé, then I'm going to land back in fifth front. Échappé without change looks like échappé, yep, without the change. Okay, let me take this scarf off. Échappé without the change. So it's gonna go échappé, no change. Échappé changer means échappé with the change and I end up with the left leg in front. Without the jump, it goes échappé, e, close, échappé. I just teach that way. Échappé. Échappé, no changer. Échappé, no changer. Échappé. And you could do that for homework over and over. Face, my back facing you. Right leg is in front. Échappé, no changer. Échappé, no changer. Now I'm going to do it with a jump without changing my face. Échappé and close. I really, especially because I'm not on a dance floor, I'm really using plié. We went over that term earlier. I'm really bending my knees. Échappé, no changer. Échappé, yes. Now I'm going to do échappé with changing my feet. My right leg's in front and then it's going to end up in back. Échappé, changer. This is from fifth to fifth. One more time. Échappé, changer. One more time. Échappé, changer. Échappé, changer. Échappé, changing. All right, so we did our 5 terms, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We did plié, soubresaut, changement, pas de chat, échappé without change, no changer, and échappé with change, échappé changer. So we're gonna keep going over terms and get those terms as you go to your classes, as you practice, as you do all the things that you do. Just remember all of those steps. Remember that terms do matter. They do. And so I'm going to keep trying to help my young artists and artists in general, my seasoned artists. I'm going to help you learn these terms because it's not easy. It's not, but you're doing it.